let's talk about your actual skills, both hard skills and soft skills. As you're probably guessing, this is going to be a very big slice of your career assessments. But more than that, is there a specific format or guidelines to make life easier for you in interviews or to determine fit with specific roles? There definitely is. Let's take a look. It's important to make a list of all the hard skills that you have the most experience with. But not just the hard skills itself, also the personality traits or soft skills that you have embodied as well. You'll be asked about both in interviews. In terms of the skills, the actual functional hard skills, the best way to approach this is to make a catalog of all of the skills that you've used throughout your career and rank your current expertise in each from 1 to 10. There are countless industries and positions, but this can be something like rating yourself an 8 out of 10 in computer programming, a 9 out of 10 in financial modeling, and so on. It's important though, besides the actual skills, to also rate yourself in terms of the values that you've embodied. This is important because you'll be asked about them as well. This can be, for example, rating yourself a 9 out of 10 in organization, a 7 out of 10 in adapting to change, an 8 out of 10 in conflict resolution, and so on. The reason for this is that for any position, the interviewer will have a list of both the skills and the values that they expect for that position, a scorecard, and what they want to do is check against the ones that you currently have. The more that you know the ones that you have, the more that you can answer the questioning in an accurate manner, even when the interviewers persist. It's also important to know that when making a catalog of these skills and traits, they'll usually be intimately connected with projects. For example, in investment banking or private equity, finance modeling is closely related to the deals that the professional has been involved with. In marketing, social media marketing, or any kind really, is closely related to the metrics of a specific project, the one that the marketing is being done for. And in programming, for example, specific programming knowledge is closely related to the specific projects. It can be interesting to make an extensive list of all your positions with the hard and soft skills associated with each one of them. For example, let's say that you're a computer programmer and you can include the position iOS programming project in company XYZ. It may have 3 skills, which can be iOS programming, solution deployment, and encryption and security. And each of them has the score that you think that you deserve in them. Then, the traits. Maybe the top traits for this position were organization, adapting to change, and teamwork, and each one of them has a given score as well. There's a technique that you can use here to hedge against the interviewers, which is TORC, or threat of reference check. It was invented by Brett Smart of top grading fame, and it consists of when an interviewer is asking a candidate about something, for example, how do you rate your programming skills from 1 to 10? Instead, the interviewer will ask, how will your past boss rate these skills from 1 to 10? The idea is to force the candidate to say the truth because the interviewer is threatening to reference check them later. So you can use this on yourself. Don't ask yourself how you rate yourself from 1 to 10 in all of these skills and traits. For each, ask yourself, how would my past boss rate this skill or trait? Or how would my past team members rate this skill or trait in me? Chances are, if the interviewer is competent, they will use TORC on you. And you want to already have thought of it instead of having that possible discrepancy manifest right then and there. Key takeaways include: first of all, remember to make a diligent list. Don't skip any position. Think about every single position that you've had and list the skills and traits for it. Remember that the values are important. You may make the mistake of ignoring the values and only focusing on the hard skills, but top interviewers know how to screen for both, and they know how to trip you up if you don't have a good answer. Make the exercise of matching the hard and soft skills that you have against the role that you're applying for. This will allow you to know what may be required that you have and don't, and allow you to align expectations more easily. And finally, use the scale of 1 to 10 for both skills and traits. It's the most practical way to quantify them, and it's also the scale that experienced interviewers use themselves, so it'll be easier to use in interview. So as we saw, taking stock of your top hard skills and soft skills and quantifying it is a very good manner to determine the actual fit with a position, but also to be more practiced when an interviewer asks you about them.